All right, hello and happy Friday. So I am thrilled to be here today to discuss a topic that I've talked about in the past. However, Facebook decided to delete a majority of my videos due to like a Facebook policy storage issue. But anyways, I'm excited because this is a topic that is crucial for anyone who's on a fitness and fat loss journey. And honestly, this could be really a huge missing piece of the puzzle, and that is the importance of protein. So today I want to really dive into how protein plays a significant role in fat loss and its impact on your metabolism, how to calculate your specific protein goals, and then just some simple habits to meet those protein needs, and then why this is incredibly important for women as we age. So I want to dive in on kind of understanding, okay, why is protein so important when it comes to fat loss? So when you're looking to lose some extra weight, shed some extra pounds, protein becomes your best friend. It helps preserve muscle mass. It keeps your metabolism revved up and firing. It assists in burning more calories, even at rest. And protein also provides you with that feeling of fullness. So it's going to reduce your likelihood of overeating, potentially snacking on unhealthy options, and it should just make sticking to your diet a little bit easier. And then it also prevents muscle breakdown. So this ensures when you are losing weight, you are primarily losing fat. And so this is kind of how you avoid that skinny fat look that a lot of people are trying to avoid when they're dieting. So now I want to talk about how protein can rev up your metabolism and really get a boost. So like we just covered, protein helps preserve lean muscle mass. And so muscle is considered calorically expensive, meaning that it takes more calories for your body to maintain muscle. So the more muscle you have, the more improved your metabolism is because you need more food. And so additionally, and we're going to get a little nerdy here, so do bear with me. But I want to touch on something called the thermic effect of food, which is TEF. So this is the energy required to digest, absorb, and process the nutrients in your meals. So protein has a higher TEF, meaning compared to fats and carbohydrates, your body expends more energy processing protein. So this increased calorie burn contributes to an enhanced metabolism, and this is just a really valuable asset in your fat loss journey. And so now you're probably here figuring out like, okay, I know that protein is important, but how much do I need and how much should I be eating every single day? So what I want to do is point out that calculating your protein needs is a really personalized process. So I do recommend working with a professional, someone like a coach who can help ensure that you're eating for the optimal range for your goals. And then also trying to figure out, okay, well, how much fat and how many grams of carbs should I be eating as well? And just your overall caloric intake for the day. So, however, it's generally a good start, like a good starting point is to aim for about zero point 0.8 to 1.2 grams of protein per body weight. If you're someone who has a little bit to lose, maybe a decent amount of weight to lose, I recommend about 1 gram of protein for your target weight loss. So, for example, if you weigh 250 and your ideal weight is 150, you should aim for 150 grams of protein per day. And then we also want to take into consideration and other factors like what is your activity level, what is your age, what are your goals, and then you might need to just tweak your amount based off of your individual circumstances, digestion, and just other indicators. And then, of course, if you're only eating 30 grams of protein a day, it's going to be really hard to work your way up to 150. So again, that's why it's really important to have a coach who can work with you to ensure that you get to that point where you are meeting your daily protein needs. So number 4, just some simple habits that can help with daily protein needs. So if you want to figure out how you can eat more throughout the day, it doesn't have to be complicated. So the biggest mistake that I see is women trying to go from, again, like we were just talking about, like 150 grams to the 150, and this is going to be really, really difficult. So what I recommend is just slowly adding in more protein little by little, and this will make the process way less overwhelming. And so you can try eating balanced meals centered around a lean protein source, or just kind of adding in a protein rich snack or maybe even a protein shake. But incorporating protein rich foods into every single meal is a really, really good start. So you can think about lean meats, poultry, fish, eggs, egg whites, dairy, protein powder, or some plant-based options, but consider snacks like Greek yogurt, protein bars, beef jerky. Ideally, we would love a steady stream of protein throughout the day rather than just lunch or dinner. But I'd be curious to know what you guys are currently struggling with when it comes to protein. So definitely drop any questions for me down below. And then, unfortunately, protein is often the most undereaten macronutrient, especially among women. And as we age, maintaining muscle mass becomes increasingly important for just our overall health and functionality. So protein becomes just like a critical factor in this process. So it helps aid in muscle preservation, bone health, and supporting a healthy metabolism, which we've talked about previously. And additionally, it will just help with injury prevention and allowing you just to feel healthy and mobile as you age, which is incredibly important. So just to wrap up and in conclusion, just understanding the role of protein in fat loss, the role that it plays in the metabolism, and just overall well-being. It's just really important. And so we want to make sure that we're calculating our specific protein needs, we're adopting simple habits to meet those needs, and then just incorporating and just recognizing the unique importance for women as we age. You're really setting yourself up for success on your health and fitness journey. So remember, it's also not just about the quantity, but also the quality of your protein sources. So just make informed choices, listen to your body, and enjoy the positive impact that adequate protein intake can have on your life. So thanks for joining me today in this quick little video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comment section below, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.